Hello everyone and welcome to the Auburn University RFID Lab March update. My name is Justin Patton. I'm the director of the lab. Short and sweet today. We had our board meeting last week. A very good turnout. It was virtual, so those are always a little bit challenging to make sure that you're actually getting good discussion and networking opportunities, which is a big part of what we do. But in terms of being able to showcase some of the research and stuff the students did, we had a pretty good turnout. So that was a good meeting, got a lot of good feedback. The day after the board meeting, we did a retailer roundtable discussion. We've done these occasionally at different events over the years. It's getting a lot of the retailers together in the room and having them talk about any issues or anything that they're learning about deployments that they can share with one another to help ease the process of getting folks to source tag and get this stuff in the store. That was an outstanding meeting. We had a huge crowd. We had, I believe, about 18 different retailers that were participating. Had some really good output on that. Won't go into any details under NDAs or anything like that, but suffice it to say that we're seeing a lot of conversation on moving to categories past apparel, which is high time, and that is excellent news. So lots more to come from that. Looking at our next board meeting in the June to July timeframe, tentatively we have it scheduled for June. However, not every place is coming off travel restrictions as quickly. Some areas have been really good. I think our COVID numbers are incredibly low for this area. I think we had like 8 for the whole last week here in the city, and vaccination's been very high. Other areas are having a harder time, but we're gonna make sure that by June we can safely get back together and try to work on some of the board meeting as we have in the past. And going forward, a new thing, I think this has changed for everybody, but from now on, we will also have a virtual attendance option for the board meetings. So it's gonna be a little bit of a hybrid model, even after the pandemic and everything is fully taken care of, but I think it's a new world, and I think that it'll work out well for all our attendees and people who are coming. So based on travel, June to July timeframe, we'll have the in-person or the virtual option either way. 2 things, we've been talking about this for a while now, these 2 projects, the BOPUS paper and the DART paper. Both of those papers are now released. They're on the website. You can go to rfid.auburn.edu and go to the research papers section. You will find the paper for BOPUS. That has been something that's been a long time coming. The BOPUS paper is for buy online, pick up in store. It is an industry scorecard on how well a lot of the retailers are doing at buy online, pick up, and that's changing very quickly, and we're adding to that for the next phase, but the first phase results are out there on the website. We also have another paper that just released on DART. The DART project is a program we've been working on for the last few years for quantifying customer experience, especially as we start adding new technologies to new store environments. You'll see the first phase of that paper. It's kind of the toolkit for how you set a process flow and how you compare that to store layouts. And then we go through a case study for retail, the just walk out technology that Amazon has pushed out in some of their stores. And we kind of compare and contrast that with the traditional grocery retail store model, so you can see the differences in the customer process. We've had a lot of success with that, and one of the things that we're moving into is we're actually adding a new team member. It's a game developer. So what we're doing is we're creating, instead of having 2D flat, store layouts, we're actually creating 3D models of those store layouts, so that as we go through the customer experience in those stores, we can gamify that to an extent and have it to be more of a virtual walkthrough and less of just a flat paper exercise. More to come on that soon, but anyway, that first phase, that paper is out there now. I encourage you to go check both of those papers out, and more of those coming in June. Another thing I think is important from the industry, Jonathan Gregory at GS1 has talked about this at the board meeting, and I think it's something we all need to kind of push on. There's a claims compliance work group that's starting up within GS1 US. For more information, contact Jonathan Gregory. His email address should be pretty easy to find, or you can find him on LinkedIn, or you can ping me if you're looking for him. But that claims compliance work group is something that we're working on the upstream supply chain. That is helping us to figure out how to ensure that we are accurately capturing item level data at various points in the DC supply chain, and how we're using that to compare to solve that claims problem. Been very popular with the supplier base. We've been working on that for a few years with CHIP and other projects. This is helping us get down to the nitty-gritty and help everyone be absolutely certain that they trust that. And this is pushing it to a broad industry effort, so please participate there. And then finally, graduation season is soon. It's almost May. So we've got some students that are graduating. A lot of them have jobs lined up. Some of them are still available. We have a resume packet. If anyone is interested, let us know. And we also have information for folks that are looking to establish a more long-term relationship for hiring. We have career fairs, job fairs, there's a handshake portal on campus and things like that too. Internships opportunities, hiring opportunities, all that stuff. So if you need someone or you think you might in the future, we would be happy to kind of build that relationship and start feeding you some good, high-quality candidates, especially folks who have a lot of experience with not just RFID, but data analytics and also just managing and running projects in retail and aviation and pharma and others that are coming out of the lab. So hire one of our students. We would love to find a permanent home for. With that, my name is Justin. I plan to see you all next month with more details about the board meeting, and thank you all very much.